They Came by Mark Tituli. They came. Across the far reaches of inky space, past the glow of planets and sparkly stars. Why did they come? What do they want? Why are they here? The giant machine roared and hissed. It tweeted and creaked. It made all manner of mysterious sounds as it rolled into position for landing. Clump, clump, clump. Heavy metal feet hit the ground, shaking bicycle frames and spilling cups of juice. Shh. Streams of steam and smoke flowed from holes in the iron face. An odd robot ship stopped in its tracks and became silent. What? Why did they come? What did they want? Why are they here? They came to steal our things, bullhorned Police Captain Pinchneck. He ordered his officers to surround the great spacecraft with yards and yards of stand back and do not touch tape. They came to take our TV shows and become more famous than anyone, announced the reporter, sparkles galore. She directed bright lights be plugged in and cameras be focused on the huge, motionless machine. They came to take our whole entire planet, blasted Tank General Turret. Secure the perimeter, he commanded in his great commanding voice, but mostly because he liked saying words like secure and perimeter. Suddenly, the giant gadget from outer space groaned and burped. Then something, like a door, popped open. This is it. The end has come. Start filming. Load the cannons. Stop! Screamed a high-pitched voice. It was Stephen Sprout, the smallest kid from Garnet Lane, who wasn't big enough for a two-wheeler and was rumored to sleep with a nightlight. And here was that same smallish Stephen, standing in front of all the cops and cameras and cannons, with the humongous metal space creature right behind him. Why did they come? What do they want? Why are they here? They came for marshmallows! No one else seems to think that's true. And then a great rubber tube sprang from the spaceship's open door and stopped right where Stephen stood. At the end of the tube was a metal box, and on the metal box, a small door. No, don't open it. We're doomed. Are you getting this? But in the box was a cup, and in the cup was delicious hot chocolate. It was slightly spicy, lightly salted, super sweet, and creamy, and full of flavors he'd never tasted before. It was almost the best hot chocolate in the universe. And Stephen knew just what it was missing. So he takes his bag of marshmallows and puts it in the small door. See, they came for marshmallows. How? How did you know? How did you know they came for marshmallows? 'Cause everybody likes marshmallows. But they came for something else too. We came to share. Now this is sweet TV. Everyone is having a nice, great marshmallow and hot chocolate picnic. Penguinot. And it's written by Marcy Collins and illustrated by Emma Yarlett. Orville was small. His friends were big. And their adventures were bigger. Orville longed for big adventures too. One day, he announced his plans for the biggest and best adventure yet. All the way up there? Is that a good idea? But Orville, you're so small. And the moon is so far away. I can do this myself, Orville flippered out. He tried to flap, plop. He tried to climb, whack. He tried to catapult, fling, and landed in the reptile house. Orville was pretty sure the boa constrictor was not trying to hug him. Still, Orville kept trying. He borrowed from the zookeeper. He nicked from the trash cans. He built and built. And with a shake, shake, shake of his half-filled soda bottle, the ship was ready for liftoff. It was perfect, and perfectly penguin-sized. With a trembling flipper salute, he took his place at the controls. 3, 2, 1. Meanwhile, he's insisting, I can do this myself. Blast off! Whoosh! The ship zipped through the night sky, through clouds, over stars, and straight to the moon. Kaboom! Orville landed. His stomach felt queasy. His spacesuit felt squeezy. Now that he'd made it, what would he do? He took a small step. He hopped, did a little dance, and tripped. Tumble, bumble, ba-boing! He somersaulted with stars, cartwheeled over craters, and giggled for all the galaxy to hear. It was the biggest and best adventure ever. I'm doing it myself, he cheered. But his tiny voice was swallowed up in the starry blackness. Orville stopped. He was all alone. His stomach grew queasier. His spacesuit grew squeezier. He shivered, and a note fell out of his pocket. The note reads, "You are Penguinot. We know you can do this." He missed his friends, so Orville closed his eyes tightly and imagined they were there. When he was safely back in his ship, he looked towards home. He couldn't wait to tell everyone about his big adventures. Sure, Orville's friends were big, but now the proud Penguinot felt big too. But biggest of all, being together was out of this world. 3, 2, 1. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Climb, if you want to go into space, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Climb, if you want to go into space, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. It's all about life in space. Have you ever wondered what is life up in space for the astronauts? Well, this book will tell you a little bit. Life in space. What if you put down this book and it floated up? That is what happens in space. There is less gravity. Everything floats. It makes life in space different from Earth. Self-care in space. Every morning, astronauts wake up. It's time to eat. There is no fridge in space. Astronauts eat freeze-dried food. They add water to the food, then they heat it in an oven. With less gravity, muscles become weak. Astronauts must exercise every day. They run on treadmills, they lift weights. Sweat doesn't drip. They have to wipe it away with a towel. Toilets on Earth flush using water. A space toilet uses moving air. It is like a vacuum. The toilet cleans the pee. Poop goes into a tube. Then it gets buried, burned with other trash. Astronauts cannot take showers or baths. The water would float everywhere. They use a damp towel to stay clean. No rinse shampoo cleans their hair. In space, astronauts don't do laundry. There is no washing machine. Instead, they change clothes every day. Space work and play. Astronauts work hard. They do experiments. They fix broken space station parts. But they have time off, too. They read books and watch movies. Astronauts go to space for a long time. They are far from home. They miss their friends and family. Emails and video calls help them stay in touch. At the end of the day, astronauts are tired. They don't lie down. They would just float away. Each person has a tiny cabin. A sleeping bag sticks to the wall. Straps hold the astronaut in place. Good night, astronauts. And that is life in space. Do you think you would like to sleep in a sleeping bag attached to the wall, or having to eat freeze-dried meals? If you become an astronaut, you would.